What's up, y'all? Welcome to my porch. This your boy D, and this week's special guest. You can find him in links on Elysian Fields, or you can find him in Bunny's Lounge, across that lake in Slidell. But this week he was sitting on the porch with me in a mouth, uptown, third wall. The human MP3 player, my dude, Roca B. Let's go. Y'all heard him, bro. We sitting here with my dude, Roca B, baby. What's up with you, bro? Chilling.
Yeah.
So, man, we just gonna go straight into it, man. We've been talking on camera a lot, and we just gonna go straight with it. Like I said in the opening, used to be at ENC.
But yeah, I mean,
Tell the people what's going on.
Nah, see, it's just like, in this industry, it's all about respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you pay, like when you not only pay the bill, when you put in work. You know what I'm saying? You take the loss, you take the loss. You feel like at some point you'll be able to get that reward for anything you do. You know what I'm saying? But people sometimes don't take the respect to the craft. So when you don't take the respect to the craft, you gotta be able to go to the next level. You gotta bet on yourself. Always bet on yourself, man. Shout out my homie Larry Monroe for that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bet on yourself. Because at the end of the day, if they depend on me with it, we automatically gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's about going hard with the brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we stamp and we certify and we put people out, and it's nothing against ENC, you heard me? Because ENC gonna be ENC. You know what I'm saying? With or without Roca B. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just about the brand of Roca B and the importance of respecting the music.
Right.
If you respect the music, we good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That go for any club owner. You know what I'm saying? It's like they had a couple of other artists that touched bases on how people from New Orleans, a lot of times, different clubs that book artists from the city. Y'all don't make sure that the artists are good. Y'all don't make sure we good. Y'all make sure that we straight. Now, a lot of times they make sure I'm good because I put in the work. But what about the new artists? You feel what I'm saying? That you got coming in there that you're not treating right. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all got to get our flowers while we here.
Right.
Whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's legendary, that's been legendary, that people just seeing that they are legendary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie like High Sizzle, man. High Sizzle been out here in the streets, been doing this thing for years.
Years, right. He been doing it for years.
Been getting his craft stolen from and culture vulture, you know, from the likes of Drake and Chris Brown, whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Different artists that sampled his voice. So it's a dude that came from an uptown hood too.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, who walked the streets and did the same stuff he doing on the stages. So salute to him and salute to all of the artists, Junior Montana.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? These people that's getting it out the mud on Mad Music Cali. You feel what I'm saying? Like all these dudes, these young bulls that's out here, Nino Calvin, all these young bulls that's out here doing their thing, you gotta realize they paved the way. Just like when I started out, a lot of people wasn't doing what I'm doing, but now they are. You feel what I'm saying? So when you realize that you not only are a pioneer, but you still thriving in it because people don't like to water down, no matter what you say. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what, people like the original, man.
Right. Right.
People will never like that watered down too much. You feel
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
I mean, you know, the original always better than like the carbon copy. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But you know, cause like when I did it, it wasn't no real formula in what I was doing because I was just coming from my heart.
Right.
When you come from your heart, you automatically you just gonna put out what you need to put out. When I did those mixes, I was doing those mixes for the audience. Cause I'm like, man, I got know people on here. Let's put it out as a mix, as a mashup. Cause they've been doing it, just doing it in different genres of music. They've been doing it like rock and roll, R&B mashup, or how Jay-Z and Linkin Park got together and they did the whole
the hip hop and
So it's just me doing that with the R&B and the bounce and putting it together and mixing songs. That's what I did with the She Say You Ain't No Good, and I flipped it. And I used to want you and her and her and her and you. That's two different songs. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like one is Young Jeezy song, one is a Fat Joe song. But I'm taking the R&B from the songs because I know people love hip hop and R&B together. And I'm mixing and infusing it with the bounce. Right. It was never done. And people was looking like, damn, bro. Because I just dropped the boot thing. So, you know, shout out to Big True. He the one that really was on me about it. You heard me? Like, the first dude was real like, oh, man, say, bro, like, you need to get on that bounce, bro. I said, at that time, no, because look, let me tell you. At that time, I was pushing the Roca B brand from an R&B perspective. And I was working with Currency, Marcello, Cali of Hood Star Entertainment. Shout out to Hood Star. They was the one, they really believed in me. One of the people that really believed in me as well. And just like, man, because like me and Val, we went to middle school together. We went to Peters together. Shout out to Peters. Went to Peters together. So he always knew I was the singing, you hear me? That nigga, as a hood nigga that be singing, he like the hood Jaheim. Right. So I'm looking like, yeah. So shout out to Vo. Vo was like, man, look, I'm doing this little project with Marcello and Currency. All right, cool. Shout out to Spitter. Like I remember we was in the studio, we ended up writing the verse right then and there, you heard me. But like I was telling a lot of people, I wasn't really promoting that Roca B brand on that level right then and there like that too. Because I was real young. I still was in high school. Right. So it's like I'm still in high school. Shout out to John F. Kennedy. I was always going around there, and I would have my chances in my time because I was right there next to Black and Mild. I was 2 houses down from Black and Mild, across the street from Timwall Buck. Right. Timwall Buck found out I was bootlegging CDs back in the day. That, you know, that was when bootlegging had first started. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I ain't bootlegging. I had to get my money, but I wasn't bootlegging CDs. I was bootlegging mixes. Right. So I would put like R&B mixes and hip hop mixes of different songs that people liked, and I just bootlegged. So Buck knew that. Bounce mixes, all that. He knew I was a CD dude, but he knew I sung. But then one day he heard me sing, he brought me to Black and Mild. And that's when I ended up linking up with Black and Mild and Big Chew. And that was a whole situation with that, how that ended up making a whole fire mixtape for Black and Mild. Because it was like, we had to go from one studio to the next studio. Black Miles, you heard, shout out to Black Miles, you heard, Miles used to be getting mad with us, you heard me? We used to be in there all night long, you heard me? Like, I swear to God, bro, like, we gotta go to this lady house through the back door. I would never forget, we go through the alley, hit the back door, you heard me? Like, quiet, we try to tiptoe through the house. I said, my body, I'm like, how you gonna tiptoe through the house? And we about to be able to singing and rapping and making music. I'm like, exactly. So it's like at some point, cause she know he was in there, but she didn't know. She sometimes she'll come up in there, she'll see us in there, she'll just be laughing because she knew that the process of everything that we was doing. And I'm talking about that was to the day that when they had the computer that looked like a box TV. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, the big old screen. Yeah. So it was like that was like high school days. I'm still trying to figure out who Roca B is because Roca B just was me, just always on that fashion. I like Roca well. You feel what I'm saying? So I took Roca well. I was a big Jay-Z fan, hip hop head. So I'm like, man, Jay-Z dropped that Roca well. I was working at Mirage. Shout out to my Arab Connect, you heard me? They really showed love to me, you heard me? My whole life, and they still do, you heard me? That's how I speak a little Arabic too, you heard me? But But yeah, so when I go in that gas station, they already know what time of day it is, dog. Look, I ain't about to play no games with them.
See, man, that's what I want to do. I want to learn. I want to learn a little bit of that. So when they be talking, I can be like,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
like,
See, they hear me messed up when I do that shit in a gas station because they don't be knowing. But some of them be knowing my face now when I walk up in those different stores.
Yeah.
Because you know who know and who rock with you, who don't rock with you, stuff like that, and all them beauty stores and stuff like that. But it's just like I said, it's just all about being connected with a lot of people.
Right.
And I always was that person that was the fly on the wall before I let the music, because I was always into the music and always singing, but I just wanted to observe the scene before I really jumped into the scene. Like even when rest in peace to Magnolia Shorty, when Shorty was doing her thing and in the middle of her prime and everything she was doing, by us being from the same hood, watching her doing everything she was doing, because like I stayed downstairs from Joining the Beat. You know what I'm saying? I used to be by my auntie house, my grandma's house, my mom's house, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It was a big family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my auntie. Rest in peace, Gary. So, but nevertheless, man, it's just like those days really molded me into the person to do those bigger shows. You know what I'm saying? Even from like the age of 16, opening up for Music Soul Child at the Essence Festival. Didn't even know he was gonna be there. But at the end of the day, I'm working with people I'm in the music industry with, that God really aligned me with, to help me get to the next level. And bam, he put me in a position to not only make money. Rest in peace, Lionel Baskin. You heard me? He was another musician that was mentoring me from middle school all the way past high school. You know what I'm saying? Got me in Noka and stuff like that. Had me focus on the music, because I could have went a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? But I still had to go back from going to Noka to get back into the street of singing in the street, to be able to get that gritty feel too. Right. Because I went to Noka and I'm learning opera and I'm learning Italian. I'm singing Italian and opera and all type of shit. It's crazy. It's a whole nother level. And they prepare you for doing what you're gonna do. I said, but like I said, I went from that to singing from opening up the Music Soul Child to singing on Bourbon, 15, 16 with live bands. You know what I'm saying? So that prepped me to be able to become the human MP3 or the R&B sensation as they call me. You feel what I'm saying? So in between them calling me that, like, it's just like those the algorithms that the hashtags and stuff like that they pinned me, it all came from me putting in the work. And I got the same aspect. Like I was like, man, look, I'm gonna look at it like I'm a Lil Wayne, the R&B scene with the beat. Anything I could take with the beat, take that R&B record, remix it like I'm gonna remix it, and they gonna love it. They gonna fuck with it like harder than what they fuck with the other people. Right. So any song that I really put my mind to, I could really pin that bitch and really make it a Roca B mix. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I really learned how to put all those different mixes. Like when we was at that show, that was automatic. Like when he dropped the beat, see, he didn't even know what he was doing. But I could work with anybody, as long as you drop the beat.
I got it from them.
Yeah, but if I'm there with a legendary DJ, they got some legendary DJs in the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta work with some legendary DJs. But if it's not, listen, if it's not a legendary DJ and he's just a DJ that first play, I'm right there for them too. I ain't tripping. I don't want you to do too much, Playboy. I don't want you to do too much at all.
I got it from them.
You feel what I'm saying? Just press play and let me do it.
Right.
And I'm gonna sing what they want. I'm gonna get them dancing. And what I did.
You got them dancing. Everybody
man,
was
what?
up.
Come on, man. They was sitting down. They was eating their food with their pinky in the air.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Right.
Sip your wine with your pinky in the air.
You even had the old people getting up,
Come
man.
on,
And
man.
They was in there two-stepping that door and stuff. They was even getting up.
That's crazy.
So so that's what's up.
8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy, man. That's how I always say, man. I'm just trying to tell you, it's just like it's all about knowing what they want to hear.
Yeah, right.
Mix it in what you want them to hear as well.
Right.
I mixed in my song too.
Right.
Mixed in my other song too. I mixed in a couple of my
Right.
songs that they can go get on iTunes. I make sure I pump that too because it's all about promoting yourself and spreading the brand out.
Right.
Like I was telling another one of my colleagues, I was telling them like I linked up with the whole brand of Roca B way when I was in high school. We're looking at 2000, 2001. That's like 21 years.
Right.
Before it transformed into people just like, I'm telling you, like for the let's say for the second line and everything, the brand is a known brand. From here to Atlanta to even LA now, because I went to LA and I stamped in LA. Once you stamp it, it's automatically stamped. You know what I'm saying? Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Big Daddy, the DJ. You heard me? Go, you know what I'm saying? All them. Shout out to the Go DJ team. Anybody who rock with me, you heard me? And that been supporting the movement, man. Anybody who ever booked me for a show that been booking me, man. Look, salute, man. Because at the end of the day, when you're an independent artist, they always talk about support. But you'll never realize that you gotta put it out there for them to support. You know what I'm saying?
For them to do it.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta put yourself out there sometimes for them to support. You know what I'm saying? So you can't look at it like, oh man, look, man, it's taking too long. You gotta put that work in.
You gotta put that work in.
Yeah, man, I did a lot of free shit before I ever got paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this here. So when you started the Roca B brand, right? Back in high school, you think you was more engulfed into the people you were working with and just looking at saying, damn man, look where I'm sitting at right now versus the financial side of it. And saying, let me get my bread and let me try to bring my name to where it's supposed to be.
Exactly. See, look, listen, and that's a good question because as an artist from New Orleans, the only thing you think about is let me get the status so I can be able to get to the money. But when you not see in the beginning, you really not focused because it's like it's all a blur. And like if I could be the you know, like where I am mentally right now from where I was mentally back then, not really realizing it being in the smoke of it all, because there was a lot of smoke in between it. And you know what I'm saying, as far as like the whole rise of it, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, but it's like for other people, it's just like you thinking it's supposed to be like this major thing. No, it's really not that major. But it was really crazy how a whirlwind of a situation that happened. For me, recording songs to just automatically going to the radio station, and automatically being able to be put in a position to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Q93, you know, shout out to 102.9, shout out to everybody that played my music, just, you know, anything with my voice on it, you know what I'm saying? Like they really ran my music, you know what I'm saying? So, and they still do. You know what I'm saying, for the most part. But it's like right now, the radio industry is real. It's ran. You know, it's ran through a real tight round of different things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like money is the automatic thing that's gonna keep you into the major player things. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some people that's gonna stick out, that's gonna automatically stand out, and that people are gonna want to hear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then a lot of stuff is forced on you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff you hear a million times a day, and that's just the reality of it. But that's just it's not none of the human people fault. It's just the bigger people above them.
Above them, the money.
Yeah, it's the money people that's above them that really is really messing up the industry when it comes down to the radio. Because a lot of the stuff that was organic has been stopped and has been replaced by different things that we don't want. And we the people have the right to say what we want and what we don't want, right?
Right.
At least I thought so. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, back in the day when you had your 9 o'clock props, when you had your slammer, the jammers, it just those type of things would let you know that the radio is real. Right. Even when Social Shakedown first came out, it was more real when they had somebody coming up there doing what I was doing, and I was the first person to really do that. Like
Right.
go live on the, you know what I'm saying? Like go live on the radio. They like literally that type of stuff was never really done.
Right, because y'all was actually in the club doing it live from the.
No, I'm talking about in the radio station, live on the radio. It was never done on the radio.
And y'all was just
Never done on the radio. Never done. They didn't even know what we was about to do.
Right.
They didn't know what we was about to do at all. So I'm looking like, I'm sitting back thinking like, now that I sit back and I think I'm like, damn, that was legendary in its own. That whole time frame of everything we were doing, man, was legendary. And people don't understand that. People, they gonna look back at it and be like, damn, because it's on YouTube. So anything, you know what I'm saying? You can go see, you can go check it out with your hearing, man.
So
you
damn.
check it out on
So
YouTube.
so look for everybody knew about the 9 o'clock private. Slamming the jamming, the social shade down. Everybody knew about it. So get a people just get a people an idea of what that social shakedown looked like up in the station where y'all used to be in there.
It was crazy.
Who you was in there with? What y'all was up in there?
Everybody came through the social shakedown.
Yeah.
Everybody came through. It was bottle popping.
Mm-hmm.
It was bottle popping. It was a lot of people that came through, like different headlining people that came through and showed love to us. Different people that just wanted to come in there and go live with us.
Right.
Because of what we was doing, what we was starting, and where it was going at, man. And like it was crazy. Like shout out to Juggy, man, because Juggy was one of the top people that really spearheaded everything dealing with that. You know, shout out to Juggy, shout out to DJ Papa, the whole Q93 family, Slab One, Wild Wayne, Uptown Angela. Shout out to everybody, man, that always really rock with the movement, man, because like they played that, like it's right now, it's just the season. Right now, we got Christmas time out right now.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be playing that mix, you heard me? Roca B mixed to this Christmas.
Yeah. Like
crazy, you know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that too.
Yeah.
So check out the video and make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube Roca B ROCA. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Like get those numbers up on YouTube.
Right.
But nevertheless, that being said, those songs, classic songs, always gonna be played, always gonna be heard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the industry, like I said, not really the same as far as like the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like we need that organic feel back. You know what I'm saying? Just give the people what they want. Right. Because even when you go to different states, they have that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. They still have that type of stuff where the people's voices are being heard, and you gotta be heard. Right. It can't be so robotic. Right. You know what I'm saying? One time I was listening to the radio, and it just was, you knew the songs were gonna come on next.
You already knew what the play was.
Yeah, you knew it was gonna get. Yeah, I can tell you right now the artist that's gonna be on the radio right now. Right.
But that's kind of what you giving the people when you go inside ENC or when you gonna start over at Link. You giving them that authentic, that fresh, that you giving them what they need. You know what I'm saying? What they want at that time. You know what I'm saying? The real deal. Because you there amongst them, and you throwing out the songs, you giving them what they want. And even if you hear the crowd rumbling like, hey, they won't hear something, sir, you know, man, let me go ahead and give it to them. That's what they want. I'm about to give it to them.
This is what they want. Let's give it to them. Right. Because you got to give the people what they want. Right. You know Then you can give them a little bit of what you need.
What you need, right.
But like I said, when they force feed the stuff like this into your head, you automatically going to like a song you don't even really like. Right. And it could be a song that probably was trash. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to an interview that Cardi B was doing. Cardi B said, the music, no, that wasn't Cardi B. Nicki be mad. That was Nicki Minaj. Crazy. Nicki Minaj said that the music that we listen to now is like program music. It's not even real. It's not even for. It's for popularity. It's not for talent. The music that was back in the day was for talent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The industry not really looking for talent no more. They're looking for popularity. Yeah. If you got them high numbers, they want you. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like it's all about that. You know, you could be an auto-tune rapper, singer. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then automatically people are gonna feel a certain type of way. Oh man, let's put this person out there.
So look, well, let me ask you this here. What Roca B doing to even try to compete with that?
Well, I mean, I can't listen. I'm a firm believer in if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I stay in my lane and I let them do what they do. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna drop the music that I know that they know that I'm known for. You know, which is that feel good music that's gonna make them turn up in the club and move their feet. You feel me? It's gonna be a love anthem. It's gonna be something you could always remember and always put on repeat. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
For the test of time. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, when that goes into my first single, I Can Be the One. You know what I'm saying? Then my second single, Something About Your Love. Like, those songs are meaningful and lifetime songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a few other songs that's on iTunes and stuff like that, and Spotify, Google Play, all of these things. But nevertheless, it's all about just being proactive. And like I said, there's no comparison in what they do and what I do. Because I could do what they do, but then it wouldn't be me. Right. I could switch it. Like I said, they call me Human MP3 for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody could mistaken you for anybody from anything that you do that you mime or you mimic from something else. But you do you and you stay in your lane. You do what you do. You can't do nothing but make money off of it because they want what they want from you. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
I can't. You can't compete, but you can't compare.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't compare to what I do, because what I do is already legendary. It's never really been done. Like I said, when they dropped the beat, they didn't know what I was gonna sing. I didn't even know. To be honest with you, I'm literally like almost like a human radio. So it's like if I'm looking at the crowd, but when I'm on radio, I'm looking at the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm visualizing the whole world and what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I know I got some people that's not like me too. So I know that music too. You know what I'm saying? And I love all genre of music, because music is a universal language that makes everybody feel it in their soul, no matter what. No matter what. And that's what brought me to Noka.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was at Noka at a young age, and guess what? I'm singing opera music, and you feel it the same way you feel R&B music. I got it on the Brian McKnight song. Anytime.
Really?
When the Anytime first came out, I got one of my people who was in there. He playing piano, classical piano. I got him and I'm saying that's how I got in Noka. Right. I went in there, I had the audition.
Right. You had the audition to get in there. And you just blew that.
Ever cross your mind anytime. So I'm like, yeah, shout out to Brian McKnight for that. Yeah. That was one of the songs that I used to always be singing all the time, you know. And I'm like, one of those songs like how he automatically picked me once I went to hit that second, you know what I'm saying? Just hit that second verse, and that second verse was crazy, man. Yeah. That was another time, you know what I'm saying? There had a few times in my life that really stand out and just be like, man, these times right here, man, it's just like they have to be etched in stone. They have to be. The story got to be told, man. Right. Do a documentary too.
So give me at least one of those other times. We got the Noka one. Give me one more of them other times where it's just like
that was really mediocre. That was from a long time when I was a kid. Right. You think about it, I was young, man. I was young, so it's like.
No, I'm just saying.
And the time that I really stick out in my like opening up for like Genuine Tank. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For the all white party.
So when you opened up for them. So when you opened up for Genuine and Tank for the all white party, what was that like? Well, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go to the day you got the call and they said, hey, we want you to come open up at the all white party for Genuine and Tank. From that moment, from that phone call, what was Roca B thinking all the way up to when he finally got on stage and saw the people?
I ain't gonna even lie. I didn't know it was gonna be as big as it was gonna be. Shout out to Devontae. Shout out to Cut Above Entertainment. Like he always put together fire events, and this was one that stood the test of time for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was really unmatched. A lot of times we had a lot of big names that were in there that were really like cutting up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but see, like this time right here, for me thinking about Genuine, all the songs that inspired me with music from him, then Tank, the song that inspired me with him, and I'm like, man, all these songs, like, I'm telling, like, but at this point, I'm still not really panicking because I didn't already open up for Music Soul Child at the age of 16 when I was at the Essence.
Right.
I was at the Essence Festival.
Right. Biggest event in New Orleans. Big
Essence
time.
Festival. I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
Had a whole choir behind me singing Love. You gotta think of that. I'm Love. And I'm saying I got the whole choir behind me singing the whole background for me. I ain't even know Music Soul Child in the back.
So
I didn't even know he was there. I'm literally just singing, doing my job, working with my mentor. You feel what I'm saying? And he put me in a position I'm getting paid because I'm working with Nord.
Right.
So I'm the assistant choir director with him. You hear me? Because he was blind, so I had to help him around. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Different things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Running through the project, running wild, doing all type of shit in between that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Lionel Baskin. Because he held me down too. You heard me? One of my mentors, legendary. He played all over the world.
Yeah. My uncle used to be with him a lot. Cardell
Chambers.
Yeah, that's my uncle. Yeah.
Man, I knew you look like a Chambers, man.
That's
You
my
look like
uncle.
look, listen, boy, it's crazy.
That's my uncle. Yeah,
What you mean,
that's
man?
my uncle. Yeah.
Cardell was the person who gave me my check.
Yeah.
He was over Nord. What you talking about? That's come on, me. You better ask Cardell about Brandon.
Yeah, that's my uncle, man.
If I do, it's over. That's family.
Yeah.
Man, you playing,
Yeah,
man.
that's my uncle,
That's
man.
insane.
That's my uncle.
That I
bro.
never even knew. And look, I'll tell you, y'all heard it here first. I ain't even know that. You heard me? But see, like that type of stuff, like right there, it was up there. They playing it right then and there. You heard me? You on stage in front of 2,000-3,000 people. 2,000-3,000 people. Then all of a sudden we get out there, we go sit us on the front row, and they say, now for our special guest performer, everybody give it up for Music Soul Child.
You're like,
I said, I don't know you lying to me, man. So he's in the back. So I'm like, man, you serious? So it's like at this point, I'm a music kid. I'm a young music kid. So this is a young rock kid. So I had already learned every Music Soul Child song on that album at this point.
Right.
At this point, the song, because I'm bootlegging music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to the shit every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to it every day. And I learned the whole, I'm telling you, that CD right there, shout out to Music Soul Child. That CD right there got me through a lot for like musically learning how to adjust in different songs and how he sung on that album. And like he came out that so I'm like, so you go to perform, and then he stopped in the middle of performing. He's like, man, who was that young guy that was singing that song, man? He almost sung that song better than me. So I'm like, man, bring this man up here right now. So I'm like, literally like 14, like between 15 and 16. Boom. Lead me up there. He go sit in the bed. We have a whole conversation after that, you hear me? Shit I never forget. Cause like, and I wasn't never no groupie type of person.
Right.
But it was a musical.
Right.
And I had to pick his musical part. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, bro, you did this song? Yeah, one song on the album. I'm still trying to figure out the writing and everything like that.
Right.
And you did this song, you did this part. And you messed up. You messed up on purpose. You got like part of it. To be honest with you, you messed up. You just kept it. Really from here, my music is all about how you feel. Sometimes you keep that shit as fucked up, but it does sound nice.
Right.
It did sound nice. So I always kept it. And that was like just one little thing that I always kept from him with that and shit like that. But I never was like, oh, let me set background for you, Nick, let's make this money together here to put me on. Never was that because I was already working with the Arabs. I'm meeting Kurt Franklin. I'm meeting Jamie Foxx. I'm meeting Method Man and Red Man. I'm meeting State Property. I mean, everybody. Garrett Morris. That stand up. I think stand up with Martin.
Martin, right.
Everybody. Most deaf. Everybody. Because they walking through the store buying clothes. Shit was crazy. The whole State Property came in. The chain gang. Everybody came in. So it was like, I was never the type of person that was like, oh, see an artist. And the only person that made me do that was Tina Marie.
Yeah, she made anybody.
Tina Marie. I was at the Zulu Bar.
Tina Marie made anybody do that.
Tina Marie performing out on them at the Zulu Bar before she died. Then 2 weeks later, she put up in a stretch purple PT Cruiser at Mirage on Canal Street to come in here and buy the store. Cash money loaded in the back. Crazy. Tina Marie.
Yeah, she made anybody fall out.
Legendary. Sade, dog. Sade, like, I know Sade. Sade is a fire. She's a fire artist.
Yeah. So look, bro. So what Roca B got coming up? What Roca B got coming up that everybody could start looking out for? And everybody could be like,
all right, new project. Let's get on that first. We're gonna start with the music. We're gonna go with the club scene and stuff like that. And we got some commercials that's dropping too. Tax commercials. We get some taxes done here. Shout out to Tax Tuesday. Taxes done back. How they're tax Tuesday on the tax time behind the commercial gonna be running throughout tax time. Other than that, we got the new music dropping 2022. The EP, and we're doing Bounce Meets R&B Volume 3. So we're waiting on that for mixing on it. Bounce Meets R&B, but those trilogy, this is the trilogy of it, and this is one that close it out for me. And then like adding the R&B with the bounce and everything. So it's all about merging and bridging the gap. Old, new, putting everything together.
Gotcha. So the new music, we can get it on Spotify, Apple.
Yeah, we're doing some live mixes too. Shout out to DJ Chicken, shout out to DJ Polo. We're doing some live mixes too. We're putting those on as well. What's going on live? Shout out to that Gas 93.
Right. We gotta put that in now.
Brand ambassador, you know what I'm saying? It's more than, that 93. It's a way of life, man. When you think about that Gas 93, it's the top tier of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No cheap shit over there. When you think about that Gas 93, you think about that prestige stuff, the prestige life. The way you think of it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think on a higher level.
Right.
That's what's up. New music on the way. My team gonna play. But until then, subscribe to the YouTube, Roca B, ROCAB. Follow the Instagram, Roca B the Singer, Twitter, Roca B the Singer, Snapchat, Roca B the Singer, Facebook, Roca B, all of that. But support the artists. That's what it's about. Not just me. Support me, follow me, all of that different stuff, stream the music, and support all the artists. You know, support New Orleans artists.
Busy man, y'all.
Yeah, so support the artists, man. We don't do nothing else because that's the only way we can go nationwide. Through the support. So a lot of times people need to get together. It's all about merging and bridging together. I go on features right now, I go holiday specials on features. So get at me on features right now. All my rappers and all my singers, you collab. Let's collab. Let's work. What else? Okay. I gotta sit. Wednesday nights, karaoke night. You heard me? Wednesday nights, karaoke night live with the link. You heard me? 1701 Elysian Field. Me and DJ Polo each and every Wednesday. $10 tap out from 8 to 10. $10 tap out from 8 to 10. So at $10 all you can drink top shelf liquor from 8 to 10. $15 hookah, the cheapest hookahs in the city. $10 all you can drink from 8 to 10. Man, come grab a mic, man. Come sing, man. Tonight is going down. We're going to do this tonight. We're taping tonight. Going down each and every one of it. And don't forget about the new Sunday night, the Link Up Sundays. You heard the $3 train from 7 to 10, Roca B, DJ Polo. So after the second line, after all of that wind down, you can get you some $3 drinks. You heard me? $3 drinks. You heard me? Yeah. Anything you want to drink, you heard me? Pull up on it, man. Come pull up on it. Link Up Sunday. But still, if you're going to be uptown, pull up at ENC, because you might see me over there too, you heard me? It's all about spreading the brand around, because guess what? Whoever don't come uptown, they're going to come downtown. Whoever don't come downtown, they're going to come uptown. And you're going to see me. You are watching a master.
Right.
We live on the porch, you heard me? We on the porch. We live in the milk, you heard me?
This guy here, bro, it's like you a natural to this here, man.
Hey,
this guy here.
We on the porch.
This guy here, bro.
You on the porch, you know what I'm saying? Even when you jump off the porch and you get back on the porch, you already know when it goes down when you're on the porch.
Yeah.
You hear next time we gotta have a po' boy, some big shot.
I know, man. Look,
some seaweed or something. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I don't have no crawfish. I don't really eat no crawfish like. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
the next interview, look, we gotta do part 2. And that part 2 gonna be on that bounce industry.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And the dog side of that. And like I said, treating the artist like you're supposed to treat the artist, man. You a club owner, treat us right. And don't just come give us no cup. You feel me? But when you spending $20,000 on, $30,000 on, $10,000 on such and such and such and such and such and such, you coming out with the bottles for them for free.
Man,
I'm just saying, club owners, we gotta work together.
Hey.
They can want you to promote for free. When you coming in there, you're spending money on all the food, on all of the bottle setups and stuff. But you want to get free promotion. You want to get free drops. All right. Free drops. That's not cool. That's not cool, man. So a lot of things with that, with the club scene, at the end of the day, I don't say no names because people gonna do what they do regardless. But that still ain't right. Right. I'm just saying, like from a consumer perspective, you gotta treat your people right. You gotta treat your artists right. When I go to different cities and states, they have it lined up. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm saying different cities because there's different cities in Louisiana that treat you like royalty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Slidell, shout out to La Place, shout out to Thibodeau, shout out to Lafayette, shout out to Lake Charles. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting to invade in Baton Rouge. I'm trying to invade Bella Noche in Baton Rouge. I'm waiting on my people from Bella Noche to hit me back. But stay tuned, you heard me, because I will be in Atlanta for that Saints Atlanta game in January. We setting up a little party out there at the Daiquiri shop, you heard me? Shout out to the New Orleans Daiquiri shop out there, you heard me?
Yeah.
My partner Eric, we gonna come cut up out there, you heard me, like we did before. We gonna come cut up again, you heard me? We're gonna bring the city to these city. You heard me? Yeah. We're gonna sell it out like we did. We're gonna do a part 2. But the first time we came out there, we sold it out. You heard me?
Right.
Patio and everything. Had everybody know. You heard me? Like, so salute to everybody that came out that time. And this time we're doing a read. We're doing a major for that game for the Saints out there for the Saints Atlanta game. That's in January. So stay tuned for the flyer for that. Shout out to my flyer man, Paul Flyer. You heard me? We've been doing this thing, you heard me? I've been pumping them out, you heard me? And letting everybody know about it. To support them too, because you gotta realize, you gotta support your local graphic person, you heard me?
Right.
Don't try to do everything yourself. Sometimes you need that.
You need somebody to do it.
Sometimes you need a good logo. Sometimes you need a good flyer. Sometimes you need a good birthday flyer. Sometimes you need a good baby shower flyer. So look, how that Paul Flyer, you heard me? That we got to give him a little plug, you heard me? He been looking out for me, you heard me?
That's cool,
yeah,
man.
But other than that, you heard me? Other than that, Saturday nights in Slidell at Bunny's Lounge, 326 Pontchartrain Drive, each and every Saturday. So, the North Shore, if you from the North Shore, come holler at me. You out there around Pearl River, all that, come holler at me. 326 Positive Train Drive, live at Bunny's Lounge. Special guest every Saturday, and it's hosted by me, Even the P3, Roca B. That's on Saturday. So that's my schedule, man. I'm telling you, look, shout out to ENC 8639 Apple Street.
Right.
Pull up over there on the $2 Sunday too, you heard me? Pull up over there. You heard me? It's
Right,
all love
right.
on my side, you heard me?
Right.
Pull up over there. And I'm gonna be over there too.
Right.
Where the money at, you heard me?
Right. Y'all heard it, bro. Y'all heard
Where
it.
the money at, man? It's all love on this side.
Y'all heard it from Roca B.
Yeah.
Go. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Like you said, Sunday nights ENC.
Yeah.
Saturday, the Bunny's
Lounge.
Bunny's Lounge, just
Slide
on the
down.
North Shore.
Slide down. What up?
And Wednesday night, karaoke night.
1701. 1701 in Legion Fields. You heard me? On Wednesdays and Sundays, 1701 in Legion Fields.
Legion Fields, live at the link. Y'all know where it's at.
Man, come link up at the link, man.
Come on, y'all know where it's at.
Yeah,
Legion
man, we
Field
got a
and Clay
fire
Ball.
patio.
Y'all know how it go.
We got a fire patio. We got a fire hookah house in the back. You ain't gotta be standing outside smoking. We got AC. You heard me? I'm telling you, we got AC.
Is it pumping?
That baby on. I'm talking about central air and heat. We're gonna be on there AC. We got an open kitchen. You heard me? We got space.
Oh, so people ain't up on top on gaming machines or nothing like that.
Oh, you ain't gotta do all that. Listen, you could come there on a Wednesday or a Sunday, and you're gonna get a vibe that you're gonna automatically come back for every time. I'm telling you, the Wednesday nights is growing. We about to start the Sunday nights this Sunday coming up. $3 Sundays, link up Sundays at the link. Don't miss the wave, man. We create the wave. We make the waves. Everybody want to know where the wave is at. You got to create your own wave.
Right.
I'm telling you, people be wanting you to follow their wave and do what they do. But they doing what they doing. What you doing.
Right.
That's what it be about. See, that's what you doing with your On the Porch podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody doing. What they doing, you do what you do.
Right.
And that's what it's about. We all meet at the top. But this ladder and this false narrative that they create, talking about a crab in a barrel, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe a crab in a barrel. I just believe that people work harder. Some people work harder than other people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people be a little bit stubborn sometimes to be able to change, you know? Like I was saying on one of my posts, you know? Sometimes you gotta isolate to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a mental thing where you was thinking about what you need to do to get to the next level,
Right.
you can do that.
You gotta do it.
You
gotta do it.
Salute to you, man. It was all I did before it was ever put into play.
Right. Yeah.
That's why we was able to sit here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You didn't come with everything prepared, and you didn't have the time prepared. You have everything, you know, and how we know what we gonna do.
Right.
But I didn't have a story to tell. Right, and this is part one. But like I said, the industry crazy.
Pretty cool.
From different levels, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to do that. You gonna have to do it again. You can't give it all to them.
Yeah, we can't give it all to them, man.
We can't give it all to them right now.
Part 2 coming soon. But like I told y'all, man, support the artists.
Right.
That's what it's about. It always was to support the artists, the city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From Louis Armstrong, everybody else, man, Fast Domino. Yeah,
Support the artists,
Aaron
right.
Neville, the Baptiste brothers.
Right.
You feel, shout out to John Baptiste. The most Grammy nominations this year, 11 Grammy nominations.
He did it.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, he did
Shout out to
his thing on
PJ
that.
Morton. You feel what I'm saying? Grammy nominations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that got their nominations, man. Shout out to the TBC brass band. Grammy nominations. Yeah, man, that's what it's about. We about to work on something. Shout out to the Big Six brass band. I'm just trying to connect any and everybody. You gotta connect with everybody. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. And anybody who work on, shout out to my homie Blaze, brother. Shout out to Perkins, Craig Perkins. Here, I ain't gonna lie, very talented individual. You know what I'm saying? And doing this thing, putting out music, assisting music, does his own production, and he do production for other people.
Right.
So So it's like it's all about putting that music out there and connecting with people. That's what we do. And shout out to my homie Trendsetter Trinity. The Trinity here, another dope rapper and writer. Yeah, he with my team. We're a team, man. It's all about coming together. So it's about, you know what I'm saying, we got to put something together. We gonna have people looking at the world different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about aligning the times, align the times. Right. That's what it's about. Other than that, follow the movement, support the movement, or keep it moving. Do music on the way. My team don't play. You are watching and mastering the work. Let's go, man. Be elevated, man. Be elevated.
Man, y'all heard him, bro.
Look,
y'all heard him. My dude, Roca B. Thank you for coming to sit on the porch.
Already know.
Uptown in the third wall. You know what I'm saying?
On the lookout. Logo.
We're in the Melf, y'all.
Yes,
we just sat on this porch chilling.
Dad Mel.
Y'all know how it go. We want to thank Roca B once again for sitting on the porch, y'all.
Salute, man.
You know what I'm saying? So like I
We'll be back in another hood.
Right.
Another hood near you. Never know. We might do a live session. You heard?
Definitely. We going with the live one.
Live session, man. We gotta do a live session.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring somebody through. We're gonna bring that live beat.
Yeah, we gonna. Yeah, y'all hear
cut up.
Y'all hear from my dude. Y'all hear from my dude. I always say, put On the Porch podcast. Start following us. Go to the YouTube page On the Porch with D and Crew. Man, we got all the shows there. This one here gonna be there. This one here gonna be posted up. And look, y'all. Hey, this was a dope show. I really enjoyed it. Thank you again, bro, for sitting down with me.
I really know, man.
Appreciate you.
Yes, Lord.
Y'all know what it is. Holla at your boy later. We out this thing. Peace.